So hello and welcome to this fourth lecture for corporate restructuring for CS professional students. This lectures is for June 2021 attempt. Till now we have covered chapter 1. We have completed chapter 1, and in chapter 1 we have completed the corporate restructuring strategies, the tools and the needs. Now we are going to cover in this lecture the past year questions, and in this past year questions we are going to start from June 2016 till December 2020 attempt all the past exam questions pertaining to chapter 1 which have been asked in these attempts. Now, in case you're watching this lecture on YouTube, this is my number. If you want to join the lectures for corporate restructuring, you can get in touch with me in this number, or you can drop an email on this ID, or these are my social media handles where you can get in touch with me. So this is the first question, which is asked in December 2016 attempt. So at the end of, just besides the question, I have always mentioned the attempt and the question number, you will also get the marks. Now, when you get these kind of questions, what is the far most important thing that we need to develop? That is the approach. How to approach the question and get ourselves the maximum marks. It's not that we don't know the answer, but it's that how to develop that approach so that you don't make mistake and you get the right marks and maximum marks. Because as far as your chapter 1 is concerned, it looks like that the question is very simple or it is a very general answer, but it's not that. We need to be very, very specific as to what is the question and what is the question demanding right now. According to that, we will have to develop what kind of answer we have to write. Okay, so this is the first question where it says that corporate restructuring aims at different things at different time for different companies, but the single common objective in every corporate restructuring strategy is to eliminate the disadvantage and combine the advantage. So this is the objective of every corporate restructuring strategy. Now they are asking you comment on the statement highlighting the various needs for the corporate restructuring activities, right? Now tell me what you are going to write in this question. What would be your approach to this question? What do you think they are asking you?
Sir, needs of corporate restructuring they are asking about.
Right. So clearly they have mentioned the need for corporate restructuring. So when you start this answer, don't write too much about what is corporate restructuring. So generally when the students start, they start with what is corporate restructuring. You don't have to write that. What you can start your answer is the ideal way to start this question would be just commenting on this particular statement. And what the statement says that corporate restructuring aims at different things at different time for the different company. But again, the objective is common. So you can say that whenever a company does a corporate restructuring activity, at that point of time, it is always, we always have a predetermined objective, correct? We always have a predetermined objective when it comes to corporate restructuring activities. Now, this predetermined objective would depend upon the company to company. This would depend on company to company as to what is the objective of the corporate restructuring activities. Then, so this is your first point. And then in the second point, you can mention that some of the objectives or some of the need for this corporate restructuring activity. So the need for the corporate restructuring activity is as follows. And that's where you can start with point number A, B, C, D, right? So let's discuss what all needs are there for the corporate restructuring activity. Point number A. So what will you write here? Why there is a need for corporate restructuring activity? Why does a company does corporate restructuring activity? What's the need here?
To enhance shareholder value.
So first point would be to enhance the shareholder value. Uh, this is to enhance the shareholder value. Fantastic. To enhance the shareholders value. Okay, now what else you are going to write here in the shareholders value? So while I was teaching you this chapter, I said you that when you write this answer, try to either define it in one or two line, Or what you can do is quote an example with which you can prove that through this corporate restructuring activity, the shareholders value get increased or it get enhanced. So what example you are going to write in this case? So to enhance the shareholder value, so here you can say that Reliance Industries, correct? Reliance Industries undertook various corporate restructuring activities, correct? Undertook various corporate restructuring activities in the year 2020, correct? In the year 2020, which resulted in increase in its shareholder value, right? Which resulted in increase in the share price of Reliance, increase in the share price of Reliance Industries, right? Which enhanced the shareholder value, correct? That enhanced the shareholders value, that enhanced the shareholder value, correct? Make sense? So are you now able to understand how you have to write the answer? So just before we started this lecture, you're saying that समझ में तो आ गया है but what to write ये click नहीं कर रहा. अब आपको समझ में आया ये?
Yes, sir.
Right? So tell me what else? What is the second point which you can write here? Okay, ये 5 marks का question है. So 5 marks means how many points you should write? Ideally around 1.5 to 2 pages. This answer would take 1.5 to 2 pages. I'm not saying for 5 marks you need to write 1.5 to 2 pages, but for this particular question, your answer would stretch up to 1.5 to 2 pages because there are many needs of corporate restructuring which you can mention here. You'll have a lot of points here. So try to write it for 1.5 to 2 pages, but don't exceed more than two. Well, I'll tell you because if in question number 1A you write answer for let's say 2.5 to 3 pages, then you shift to question number 1B, which you finish it off in 1 page. So immediately that psychological comparison comes that here you have written so much and here it is less. Also, you will be wasting a lot of time if you write more than 2 pages. So it's a 5 mark question, which means you have 7.5 minutes. In 7.5 minutes, whatever answer you can write it off and then go ahead to question number 1B, right? So one is to enhance the shareholder value. So what else you can write here? What else would be the objective of the corporate restructuring activity, or why do we need to do the corporate restructuring activity?
Focus on the core competencies.
Focus on the core competency, right? So here you can say the focus strategy, focus on the core competency and develop competitive advantage, correct? Develop the competitive advantage, right? Okay, what else? What else? Now, not every point you can write examples for. It is fine if you write examples for few and if you just write it that way. So here you can write it this way. Further, what else you can write?
To increase the market share.
So if you write to increase the market share, okay. So to increase the market share, okay. So to increase the market share, again, this is very similar to what you have written here because develop competitive advantage would result in increase in the market share. And again, if you develop your core competency, if you focus on your core competency, it would result in the market share. So what you can do, you can write example for combined example for these 2 points where you can write that, let's say Vodafone and Idea. Okay. So the Vodafone and Idea, they merged together to increase the market share, correct? Or Vodafone Idea would be a good example if you want to write for competition because it happened due to the competition. But to increase the market share, again, you can say Facebook acquired WhatsApp, right? Facebook acquired WhatsApp and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram to enhance the market share, to enhance the market share, right? to enhance the market share and in the social media space, right? So this is a good example which you have written here. Now, what else you can write here? Anything else if you can add on to this? What else you can write here? There are many points which you
Sir,
can write for. Yes, but I want you all
X.
to answer. Okay, I want you all to answer what all points come to your mind, and then I'm just going to structure those points. If the answer is correct, I will structure those points, and if it is not appropriate, then I will tell you that no, you should not write this point. Okay, yeah.
Access to better technology.
Access to better technology. Okay, all right. Access to better technology. So to get access to better technology. Okay, so what should you do to get access to better technology? So which corporate restructuring activity will let you get access to better technology? So either write that
Technological restructuring.
technological restructuring. Okay, but again, technological restructuring or to get access to better technology, isn't both the words same? So if you write to get access to better technology, you need to do technological restructuring. It's one and the same thing. Okay, you're actually defining technological restructuring. So either you have to give how you can get access to better technology, A, or you need to write an example wherein a company has done corporate restructuring activity and they have got access to better technology. So what you can do here, so how you can get access to better technology? So either the company can merge, okay, either company can merge with another company which has better technology and resources. Okay, so either the company can enter into merger, so you need to explain this. So company can enter into merger, or the company can enter into joint venture, or the company can enter into strategic alliance, okay, with another company which has got access to better technology. Got it? Make sense?
Yes, sir. And you also told about technology collaboration agreement.
So you can also enter into, so basically that's again part of your joint venture, but you can also write here that you can also enter into technological collaborations. You can enter into technological collaboration agreement. So that's also your corporate restructuring activity, right? For this, you need
Risk,
to do merger. Okay, what else? What else
mm,
point you want to write?
risk reduction.
Risk
Reduce
reduction.
risk by diversion.
Yes, so you want to reduce the risk. Okay, so you want to reduce the risk. Now don't write diversification in the heading. Just write reduce the risk, because diversification is such a beautiful point. You can write it in the explanation. So how can you reduce the risk? So company can reduce the risk by diversification. By diversification and entering into multiple businesses, the company can reduce the risk. Okay, so by diversification the risk can be reduced. Correct? Fantastic. What else? What else you can write for this?
Sir, by doing a merger of a loss company with the profitable company,
So tax
profit making.
advantage. So you can write tax advantage. The company can, or why there is a need. So for the tax advantage, right? Tax advantage, and along with tax advantage, you can write and revival of financially weak company. Revival of a financially weak company. Don't write sick company, because sick company was under a act called as Sick Industrial Companies Act. Now SICA Act is repealed after IBC. So don't write sick company. You can write a financially weak company, right? So tax advantage and revival of weak company. This is another need for corporate restructuring. Fantastic. What else? Competition. Can we
Yeah,
write competition here? Vodafone Idea merger. That was the result of competition only. So the company wants to do so that it wants to beat the
Combat the competition.
yes. So you can write beat the competition, beat the competition. And in either you can write, for example, the Vodafone and the idea merger took place to beat the competition from Geo, to beat the competition from Geo. Correct? What else? What else you can write?
Is the market share
Pardon? Market share we have already written here. So this is the market share.
globally?
So globalization, you want to global presence. So brand value, you can write that point also. Fantastic. But I'll have to add one more slide here. Just 1 minute. I'll do that. I'll add few more slides here. Okay. So again, globalization or globalization, right? Company wants to go global. All MNCs, they adopt this strategy because they want to go global. And also you can write here brand value. Enhance the brand value. The company wants to enhance the brand value, right? So this way you can write here. Plus also improve the performance of the company, right? Economies of scale, remember? Improve the performance of the company. Improve the performance of company. And how does the performance of the company can be improved? This can be improved by either economies of scale, okay, where the production cost gets reduced, or you can say increase in the value. But again, value point you have already written here, increase the shareholder value. So don't write that, just you can write improve in the performance, or you can write increase in profitability. Increase in the profitability. Right? So this can be one of the reason need for corporate restructuring. You want to improve. So you see, I'm not writing synergy benefits. Don't write the benefits of corporate restructuring. Okay. When will get a question, what are the benefits of corporate restructuring? Again, you will write these points only to enhance the shareholder value. But there we will write what are the benefits of corporate restructuring? Corporate restructuring results in the enhancement of the shareholder value. Corporate restructuring helps the company to build the corporate core competency and develop a competitive advantage. Corporate restructuring results in increase in the market share. Are you understanding the difference? How we have to write the answer? If the question is for need, then you have to write the answer in such a way that it looks like that this is the reason because of which you want to do the merger. Okay. But if you get a question, what are the benefits? Then we will write this happened, so you got the profit. Are you understanding the difference between the two? Guys, are you understanding the difference between the two?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead then. Let's see this another question. So this was question number 1B. So ideally this is not from your chapter number 1, but since we have already discussed the concept of overcapitalized company and a undercapitalized company, so we can write this. So what do you mean by overcapitalized company? What do you mean by overcapitalized company?
Sir, when funds available are more than the investment opportunity.
So overcapitalized company is the company where the funds available are more than the investment opportunity. Okay. Which results in what? Which results in the ideal funds in the balance sheet, right? Which results in the ideal funds in the balance sheet. Okay. Fantastic. What else would you say is a overcapitalized company?
Sir, where when there is a lot of losses and fictitious assets in the balance sheet
So when in
as
the
compared.
balance sheet, yeah. So when in the balance sheet, you have losses and fictitious assets. Okay. Losses and fictitious assets that makes your company as a overcapitalized company. So this is first part you have answered. Now, what are the corrective measures that are there for a overcapitalized company?
The buyback option.
So the measures that is there. So when you have to write the measures, in case of measures, you can say the company can do buyback. Okay. What else?
Redemption of preference share and debentures.
Right? So there the company can do redemption of the preference shares and the debentures. Okay. Then
Repay of loan.
repayment of the loan. Fantastic. Repayment of the loan. Okay. What else? What else the company can do?
Pay off the creditors.
Pay off the creditors. Okay.
Mm.
Creditors is part of your capital
Oh, sorry.
or financial structure.
Financial structures. Sorry.
Right. So it's part of your financial structure. So we are talking only about the capital. So in terms of capital, you can say company can also do reduction of share capital. Company can also do the reduction of share capital. Okay. This can be the measure, correct?
Yes,
Repay the
sir.
deposits. So loans, and you can also write deposits. The company is having deposits. The deposits can be repaid now. So these are the measures that you have, okay, which can be taken when the company is overcapitalized, right? If you want to write something extra, what you can do in all these cases, so you just write a note at the end of this point where you can mention when company will undertake these measures, the excess capital in the balance sheet will get reduced, and when the company does reduction of share capital, the losses can be written off, right? So just a note you can write that the excess capital, the excess capital would be offloaded, or the excess capital would be repaid, and through reduction the losses can be written off. The losses can be written off, right? So this makes that, it's not copy paste from your module or from any of your notes you have done. You have also explained what these measures are going to do. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. So then we have another question. So demerger can take place in the way of spin off, split off, and split up. Can you write this answer? This is a straightforward question. This is a straightforward question, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sir.
So what happens in case of spin off? So this was a 3-mark question, by the way. This was a 3-mark question, right? So what happens in case of spin off?
Sir,
In
in case
3-mark
of
question, okay, just sorry to interrupt. 3 marks question, you have 3 points, which means 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark. So will you write full paragraph for this? Answer is no. Just explain it in the
No.
brief. Just explain it in the brief. So what happens
Sentence.
in case of spin-off? In case of spin-off, the parent company will distribute the shares on pro rata basis, right? Of its own subsidiary to the shareholders. Yes or no? In case of spin-off, the parent company distributes, the parent company will distribute on a pro rata basis the shares of its subsidiary company. The shares of its subsidiary company to its shareholders, correct? So this is your spin-off. Now, you can also mention here that there is no money transaction which is involved here, correct? So the shareholders now will hold the shares of 2 companies instead of 1. So this results in, okay, this results in shareholders now holding the shares of 2 companies, holding the shares of 2 companies instead of 1. 2 companies instead of 1, right? So this would be the case, and no cash is involved. Now this is briefly I have explained. Now what is split off? What is split off? What is split off?
Division or partition.
Right. So in case of split off,
of
the
its
companies,
undertaking.
yes. So in case of split off, it is the complete demerger, right? It is a complete demerger where the capital of a division or of the subsidiary company, right, or of a new company is transferred to the shareholders of the parent in exchange of the old shares. So in case of split off, it's a share exchange. Here the shares are exchanged of the resulting company, which is demerged, okay, in exchange of the shares of the demerged company. So this is your split off. And then again, you have split up. What is split up? What is split up? What is split up?
सर ये टॉपिक नहीं पढ़ा था ना स्प्लिट अप.
Okay, split up हमने क्या? Split up is your complete. इसमें क्या हो जाता है? The parent company is demerged here. Here in case of split up, the parent company is liquidated completely. The parent company is liquidated completely. In case of split up, the parent company is liquidated completely, and now the shareholders are given the shares of the new company. That's it. Okay. So these were the three questions which was asked in your December 2016. Now you have this question which was again asked for 5 marks, and this was asked in June 2017. Question number 1C. So what will you write for this? What will you write for this?
स्ट्रेटेजिक अलायंस डिफाइन करेंगे, जॉइंट वेंचर डिफाइन करेंगे एंड देन डिफाइन करेंगे ये दोनों कैसे स्ट्रेटजीज है
ओके,
कॉर्पोरेट रिस्ट्रक्चर.
यहाँ पर आपको क्या डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन करने को बोला है? क्या ये डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन है? मतलब इन जनरल मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, इज इट डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन?
No.
This is not distinguished between. So I'll tell you, most of the time what students do, if they have asked to discuss the two strategies, generally I have seen students, they copy or basically they write their answer distinguishing between strategic alliance and joint venture. They're not asking, they're saying discuss the strategic alliance and joint venture as a corporate restructuring strategy. So here you are going to explain what is strategic alliance, then you are going to explain what is joint venture, then probably in your third point you can discuss what are the similarities between strategic alliance and joint venture, and in fourth point you can discuss how they both are different. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Make sense? So generally if you see the scanner or even the suggested answers or something, what they have done, they have explained strategic alliance, they have explained joint venture. But what I would say, in your point number 1, discuss what is strategic alliance. Point number 2, discuss what is joint venture. And in third point, you say that how strategic alliance and joint ventures are same. Okay, so in case of joint venture, so how they are same? So in case of joint venture, and in strategic alliance, both either you do joint venture or you do strategic alliance, what is the similarity here? What is the similarity here? This is for the mutual benefit, right? This is for the resource sharing, correct? You want to do resource sharing, so this is for the resource sharing, this is for the mutual benefit, correct? This is for the synergy gain. This is for the synergy gain, correct? But how they are different? So this is the similarity. This is the similarity in both, but how they are different? How they are different? In case of strategic alliance, do you form a new company? In your strategic alliance, do you form a new company?
No.
No. So strategic alliance is what? This is an agreement. Okay. This is an agreement between the two companies. The strategic alliance is agreement between the two companies. But when we talk about joint venture, in case of joint venture, a new entity is formed. A new entity is formed. This is not a agreement. Joint venture is not an agreement. It is not just an agreement. In case of joint venture, a new entity is formed. Okay, when two companies come together, which can be again project based, right? Or it can be your functional based. Correct? In case of joint venture, the company can be project based or the company can be functional based. So ideal answer would be this. Explain what is strategic alliance, explain what is joint venture. You can also explain the two types of joint venture, or maybe you can explain it here. And then you have this joint venture, strategic alliance. What are the benefits? These are the benefits. And how they are different? They are different because strategic alliance is purely an agreement between the two companies, and in case of joint venture, a new entity is formed by the two joint venturer partners, which can be again project based or which can be functional based. Now tell me, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? So this is one answer which was asked again in June 2017. Then again you have this December 2017 question number 1A. Now check this. It says that corporate restructuring aims at significantly change in company's business model, management team, or financial structure to address challenges and increase the shareholder value. Elucidate the statement with relevance to business strategy. Now first of all, you tell me, what is this question about? What they're asking you in this question? Is it the same question what we have just covered right now, or it is different? How will you approach this question? What will you write in this question?
Sir,
Yeah.
had they asked different strategies of restructuring, like market restructuring, technological restructuring?
So what makes you think that they're asking this? They're
Yeah,
asking you elucidate, which means you need to explain.
explain.
Okay. This means to explain or to define the statement with the relevance to business
Business
strategy.
strategy.
So here your answer would totally be dependent on this statement. You need to decode this statement. You have to explain this statement.
This is our introduction statement. No?
Yeah, so this is our introduction statement. Fantastic. What else? So in point number 1, so I want to know, so as I was talking about the approach, so what would be your approach? First point, I will write this. Second point, I'll write this. So I want to know what would be your approach. What would be your approach in this question? So first point, you have this introduction line. So in first point, you're going to write the introduction. You can write the introduction to corporate restructuring. And what you're going to write in this introduction to corporate restructuring? What will you write here? You are going to define what is corporate restructuring. Okay. First and foremost, because it says that corporate restructuring aims at significantly change the company's business model and all. So before you are explaining this entire statement, just explain what is corporate restructuring. So define corporate restructuring. Okay. Then in the second part, so this you are going to define in 1 or 2 lines. What is corporate restructuring? And then in the second point, you are going to start corporate restructuring. Then it aims at changing the company's business model. So how does the business model changes? When the company comes, how does the business model changes?
Sir,
How does
by
the,
merger.
yes, so when the company enters into merger, so again, you can write in the second point, you can write that corporate restructuring can take place. Okay. Corporate restructuring can take place by way of, let's say it, and don't explain it in pointers, merger, demerger, okay, acquisition, joint venture, etc. Just only this much. Now in the third part, you can write, how does the business model take place? So whenever the company enters into any kind of corporate restructuring activity, or whenever the company undertakes any corporate restructuring activity, it results in radical change in the company's business model. Radical change in the company's business model. You're going to mention this. It results in radical change in the company's business model. Now, what does this mean? Radical change in the company's business model. This means there is a significant change. Radical change means there is a significant change. Now, we don't have much to write. We all know that whenever corporate restructuring activity takes place, the business model changes. But what you can do, you can write an example here. And what example you can write? Here you can write, let's say, when the demerger take place. Let's say, for example, when the demerger take place, again, the business operations are split up, right? So for example, when a demerger take place, the business operations are segregated, which again results in changing of the business model. Okay. Then again, you can write one more example here for again this radical change. When a merger take place, when a merger take place, again there is a significant change in the company's business model. Why? Because the transferor company, it ceases to exist, correct? The transferor company, it ceases to exist, and the transferee company takes over. So whatever is the business model of the transferee company, that is going to prevail, right? So this results in, so this will result in the business model of transferee company, business model of the transferee company prevailing over transferor company, prevailing over the transferor company. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Does this make sense? Right? So you have discussed about the business model. Then it says that it also makes a significant change in the management team. So how does the management team changes? Yeah.
इसमें हम लोग ये वाला पॉइंट लिख सकते हैं कि बिजनेस समझो वो लोग अपना नॉर्मल बिजनेस कर रहे हैं रोज, तो उनको वो काम अब मतलब कंटाल आ रहा है, समझो कुछ उनको डिफरेंट करना है, कुछ एक आध प्रोजेक्ट पे न्यू काम करना है, इसकी वजह से कॉर्पोरेट रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग
सो
हो
यहाँ
रही है,
पर आप ये भी बोल
लाइक
सकते हो.
स्ट्रेटेजिक अलायंस।
यस. सो ये यहाँ पर आप ये भी बोल सकते हो कि कंपनी कैन ऑल्सो डू डाइवर्सिफिकेशन. Company can also do diversification and enter into new businesses. Enter into
जैसे
the new businesses.
जैसे मुझे एक पता है कि जूही चावला और इनकी टीम है शाहरुख खान की, उनका
Hmm.
नॉर्मल बिजनेस क्या है कि दे आर एक्टिंग और दे आर डूइंग फैशन डिजाइनिंग, बट उनको कुछ अलग करना है तो दे कम इन द क्रिकेट एंड बाय द टीम।
It's okay, but really, we will not try to bring Bollywood in the corporate
सॉरी
restructuring paper, right? We'll try to
सॉरी
avoid that. To understand it is good, but better answer would be, I got your point that the company wants to enter into new businesses because the current business is not that profitable or it is not that challenging, right? Or there are risks around. So you can write it this way that through diversification, company can enter into the new businesses, which will again change in the business model. Okay.
ओके सॉरी सर।
Not a problem. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. But try to avoid these kind of examples. And I've seen in the certified copy, students have written these kind of answers. So then again, you won't get marks for this, right? So this is the third point which you have written, radical change in the company's business model. Now let's talk about the management team. So how we are going to write about the management team? Now when we have to write about the management team, so why does the management team, how does the management team changes due to corporate restructuring activity?
Internal restructuring.
Okay, so internal restructuring results in change in the management team, or internal restructuring results in change of the balance sheet of the company. When you do internal,
Management.
no, when you do,
Balance sheet.
no, when you do internal restructuring, you pass journal entries such as share capital debit to internal restructuring account, correct? You never write director debit. Internal restructuring, though you can say as a part of the internal restructuring deal, the management can also change. But you have still not addressed the major point that in corporate restructuring, how does the management changes? Why there is a significant change without any exception? So in case of internal restructuring, the management team may change or may not change. But you have to address one corporate restructuring activity in which surely the management team is going to change. Is there any? What happens when the merger takes place? Or what happens when a takeover takes place? Once the takeover is done, the existing board of directors, they are removed and the acquirer appoints his own new directors in the company, right? You are understanding? We are talking about the significant change. When the merger takes place, again, there will be significant change in the board of directors of the company because the directors of both transferor and the transferee company would be there on the board. You understanding the point?
Yes, sir.
Right? So when we talk about management team, so here you can say in case of takeover. Okay, so in case of takeover, again, the acquirer will change the board of directors, or acquirer will replace, better word than change would be replace. Acquirer will replace the board of directors of the target company after takeover. Then again, in terms of mergers, or you can also say in terms of demerger. Rather, we can again split these 2 points rather. Okay, we can split these 2 points. In case of merger, you would say the board of directors of the transferee company will be shuffled, and in case of demerger, in the resulting company, new board of directors would be appointed. That's why I just bifurcated the 2 points. For the resulting company, new board of directors will be appointed. Make sense? Guys, does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So what you're trying to do, you have explained
Yes, sir.
corporate restructuring. You have explained what are the tools for corporate restructuring. And now you are picking up each point, like how does business model takes place. So you've explained in demerger, the business model changes, merger, the business model changes, then again diversification. So this you can say diversification via takeover. You can explain again, company enters into the new businesses, the business model changes. Same way, management team. So when you do the takeover, the acquirer will replace the board of directors. In case of merger, the board of the transferee company would be shuffled. And in case of demerger, the resulting company, the new board of directors would be appointed in the resulting company. So again, you have result. This has made a significant change in the management team. Now again, financial structure. How does the financial structure changes? Or does the financial structure change when the corporate restructuring takes place? Absolutely. The financial structure also changes. Now, how does financial structure change? Change in the financial structure. So how does the financial structure changes? How does the financial structure changes? So, okay, let's talk it this way. When do you require to change the financial structure? When do you require?
When company is in loss.
When the company is into the losses, right? And financial structure. So financial structure you would require. So in the situations, financial restructuring. So just mention financial restructuring. So financial restructuring is needed, okay, when the company is into losses or its return is not justified. Return is not justified as compared to the capital employed. As compared to the capital employed. Now smartly what you have done, you have not written overcapitalized or undercapitalized. Though if you want, you can write that also. So there is no harm in that. You can also write financial restructuring is needed when you can write, I mean, whenever the company is overcapitalized or when the company is undercapitalized. But that would again stretch your answer way too much. Okay. So if you have time, you can write it. Otherwise, this is like optional and then you can explain it. Or else I have explained the same thing here, that financial structuring is needed when the company is into the losses or the returns are not justified as compared to the capital employed. So it could be again either the company has excess capital or the company has less capital. Okay. So what strategies or how does it changes? So here in this case, the company will have to do buyback, strategies like buyback or strategies like reduction of share capital or
Alteration of
strategies
share
like
capital,
strategies like your repayments,
debt restructuring.
debt restructure, so repayment, all this or maybe debt restructuring. This all results in decrease in the capital employed of the company, correct? And also strategies like funding via preferential allotment, right? Funding via shares, preferential allotment, or you can write, let's say, issue of bonds, debentures, etc., will result in increase in capital employed. Make sense? So again, your capital structure changes, correct? Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And at last, you can say all these are done to increase the shareholder value. So your sixth point would be where you are going to write. So each of the above strategy is done. Each of the above strategy is undertaken to improve the shareholder value. To improve the, so you can write here shareholder value, or you can write um, earnings per share of the company, right? Earning shareholder value, or you can also write here market price of the share, return on equity, etc. Make sense? Now tell me, are you able to understand what type of approach you need to develop when you have to write this answer?
Sir.
Right? So when they have said elucidate this statement, which institute does a lot of time. So in that case, you need to explain that particular statement word by word, pick up the wordings from this and you write. Otherwise, you can also write in corporate restructuring. The general answer would be just explain corporate restructuring and the tools and all those things. But better would be, or you can also write the benefits of corporate restructuring. Not needed. You can just explain that how it results in significant change. So this question was basically how corporate restructuring results in significant change in the company's business model, management team, and the financial restructuring. Few more points if you want to write in the management team would be companies also do the takeover of the companies because it wants to acquire the uh, the talented board of directors or the fresh team of board of directors they want to apply. The startup companies are taken over so that the company can absorb the talented professionals into their own company. So this can be the answer here, right? So okay, now we have this another question. This is question number 1B again from the December 2017 attempt. So this was again a 5-mark question. Now before we start discussing this question, I want you all to read this question and tell me what you will have to write in this question. So here we have a statement that restructuring is resorted in various forms. Okay, it resorted in various forms with the objectives such as, now you see, profitability improvement, augmenting more resources, relief from competition, and methods that take like in the form of acquisitions, mergers, takeover, leverage buyout, slump sale, overseas acquisition. Now illustrate certain instances that have happened in India, setting up the examples for benefit of corporate restructuring. Now, usually students, they write the benefits of corporate restructuring. They have given it in the question. The second most common answer is students want to write the modes of corporate restructuring. You see, even that is given in the question. So definitely in this question, they are not asking you. Neither this question is about the benefits of corporate restructuring, nor the question is about the various modes of corporate restructuring. Then what exactly this question is all about? This question is, in this question, they are asking you about the instances of the corporate restructuring that has taken place in India recently. And they're asking you what was the benefit, okay? What was the benefit that was derived in that particular corporate restructuring activity? And this is a 5-mark question. So tell me what all you would write here. Ideally, don't just write all about mergers. Try to write about one, like they've used acquisition, merger, takeover, leverage buyout, slump sale, overseas acquisition. Now, leverage buyout we have not covered right now. So leverage buyout, I'll just write it here. When we do funding of takeover, at that point of time, we will cover a leverage buyout. Okay. But as of now, you should try to write for different types of corporate restructuring. Like pick up one example of acquisition, pick up one example of merger, right? Pick up one example of takeover, and pick up one example of overseas acquisition and write that. Don't just focus on only mergers and you start explaining the different mergers that have taken place. Though most of the examples which would be coming to your mind would be of mergers only, but just try to write the different examples which you can get from acquisition, mergers and all. Also, don't write Facebook and WhatsApp. Why? Because Facebook and WhatsApp have not taken place in India. That has taken place overseas. So you have to be very careful when you write the answer, because they have clearly asked you what are the instances that have happened in India. Now tell me what all corporate restructuring activities that have taken place which you can write here. So tell me for merger.
So we can write about that Vodafone and Idea.
So you can write Vodafone and Idea. Very good. So Vodafone Idea is one case. And what was the benefit of that merger? What was the benefit of the merger?
That for
The
competition they have
competition.
merged.
So this is to eliminate the risk of competition. So this is to eliminate the risk of competition. Okay. What else?
Sir, one was that you have told na Geo acquired
Hathaway.
Hathaway. Exactly.
So again, that is what? Merger. But that was okay. So Geo acquired, acquisition, you can write. So this was Vodafone Idea merger. Now second we can
Sir,
write Geo
sir,
acquired Hathaway. So Geo acquired Hathaway cable. Now why was this acquired? This was to enhance the speed of the,
expand the market.
yes, expand the market. So this was to inorganically. Do you understand inorganically?
यस सर व्हेन जब मतलब दूसरी कंपनीज के साथ मर्ज करते हैं.
Now क्या आपको क्वेश्चन में पूछा है inorganically? Have they asked you Inorganic
No.
word? Answer is no.
No.
But what you have done, you have very smartly written this to inorganically expand the market share and the business operations. Now, what is going to happen when you write inorganically? You have indirectly given the hint to the examiner that you have studied thoroughly. And you also know that corporate restructuring is all about inorganic growth, correct? Are you understanding? It's all about
Yes.
how to convince the examiner that yes, you know the best, and that you can convince it only through your answer copy. So try to improve your language. So to inorganically expand the market share, okay, and business operations and the business operations. Okay. What else? So ideally it was not Geo, it is Reliance. Okay. So Reliance acquired Hathway Cable here. Okay, so you have written for a merger, you have written for acquisition. What else you can write here for? What else you can write here for?
सर,
Yeah.
वोडाफोन आइडिया में हम लोग ये वाला पॉइंट लिख सकते हैं क्या? सर्वाइवल ऑफ द कंपनी.
So risk of competition and also okay survival. बिल्कुल लिख सकते हो. You can write here survival also. There is no problem. What else?
Takeover by JK Tires,
Which one?
Apollo Tires.
Oh, please. That was only in the example. JK Tire is
Okay,
not acquired by Apollo Tires. Don't write that example. Okay, that was only to explain you.
okay,
That was only to explain you the concept that what happens in case of a horizontal merger, nothing
okay,
else.
okay. Sorry.
Not a problem. What else you can write here? See, you have acquisition, mergers, takeover. Is there a takeover? Can you write about a takeover? We can also write for demerger. So Larsen and Toubro, it demerged the cement division. Larsen and Toubro, it demerged the cement division. So we haven't discussed about it, but we will discuss this when we do takeover. Okay. So Larsen and Toubro demerged the cement division, that is Ultratech Cement, right? And what was the reason for this? To avoid hostile takeover. To avoid the hostile takeover. If they would not have done this, L&T today would have been a group company of Aditya Birla Group. Could
आदित्य
have been.
बिरला. Yes.
Yes, it could have been, right? So this is there. Okay. What else you can write? What else you can write here? So 5 marks, we have just written 3. So any overseas acquisition which is there in your mind?
So Facebook and that WhatsApp.
So exactly I said you don't have to write that because that has not taken place in India. That has taken place outside India. So when you write Facebook and WhatsApp, indirectly you are telling the examiner that you have not read the question properly or you are careless in writing the answer. Got it? सो अपने को ये मिस्टेक नहीं करना है. ये वो मिस्टेक्स होता है जो अपने को पता नहीं होता और हम वो गलतियां कर देते हैं एग्जाम के अंदर एंड देन वी रियलाइज अरे ये क्या हो गया. सो फेसबुक और व्हाट्सएप का हम नहीं लिख सकते. हालांकि अगर ये वर्ड नहीं होता इन इंडिया, वो सिंपल ऐसे देता illustrate the certain instances that have happened setting the example for benefit, then definitely we would have written for Facebook and WhatsApp. We could have written that, but now we cannot write this. What else? Okay, so I'll give you one example for leverage buyout also. So when we talk about leverage buyout, I'll just give you one example. What I'll give you the briefly what leverage buyout is all about. In case of leverage buyout, you take too much debt. Okay, you basically do the acquisition by taking loan funds. You don't finance the takeover by your own equity. You finance it through the loan. So leverage buyout took place where Bharti Airtel, okay, where Bharti Airtel acquired Zen Telecom, and it entered into the markets of Middle East and Africa. Okay. What else? What else you can write here? You can also write this. SR Steel was taken over. So the SR Steel was taken over by ArcelorMittal. It was taken by ArcelorMittal, and this was taken pursuant to the resolution plan under IBC. Okay. Pursuant to resolution plan under IBC. Now I'll tell you what's the benefit of writing this example. Have they asked you about IBC? Answer is no. Have they asked you about any merger or acquisition that has taken place pursuant to resolution plan or IBC? Answer is no. But when you write this kind of answer, you're telling the examiner that, okay, you are also aware of some of the acquisitions that have taken place under IBC pursuant to the resolution plan. Getting my point? Guys, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Right? Then you can also write one more overseas takeover, though this was also overseas takeover. ArcelorMittal is in Netherlands, SR Steel is in India. So here the SR Steel, ArcelorMittal, they set up a company in India, ArcelorMittal India, and that took over SR Steel. You also have Tata Motors took over two British companies. Can you name? Tata Motors took over, or Tata Motors acquired two companies, Jaguar and Land Rover. Sorry, Jaguar and Land Rover. What was the benefit of this? They entered into the luxury car segment. Tata Motors, with this acquisition, they entered into the sedan or the luxury car segment. Otherwise, if we say Tata Motors, or I have purchased a car, if I say I have purchased a vehicle of Tata, immediately you would say either you have purchased a truck or you have purchased a bus. No one would say that I have purchased a luxury car of Tata Motors. But after they acquired Jaguar and Land Rover, they also entered into the premium car segment, the sedan, the premium car segment. Also, speaking of Tatas, you can also write Tata Steel, right? Tata Steel acquired Chorus. Now, why this merger took place? I mean, why this acquisition took place? Because through this, Tata Steel entered the European market. They
Sir,
entered.
Bhushan Steel.
So Bhushan Steel will come under IBC. Bhushan Steel, you will write it in IBC. So you can write that also here. SR Steel, you can also write Bhushan Steel is acquired by Tata Steel pursuant to the resolution plan under IBC. So the Tata Steel, now you see you have written different varieties. So you have written two overseas takeover, one you have written about IBC, and if you write Bhushan Steel, so two you have written for IBC. Leverage buyout you have written. You have also written about demerger. You've written about the acquisitions. You've also written about the merger. So you have tried to write, covered different types of acquisitions that have taken place along with the examples and the benefits of that. Make sense? Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, you have this company, this question, December 2017, question 3A. Now, what is the question here? Optimum capitalization is desired to maintain robust financial health of the enterprise. Now, the question is identify the symptoms of overcapitalization or undercapitalization. Now tell me, will you straight away start with overcapitalization, undercapitalization? Taking into consideration, this is a 3-mark question. This is a 3-mark question. What would be your approach in this question?
Sir, we can first write one line financial restructuring, then we start for the over or undercapitalized.
So if it was a 5 mark question, you could have started with financial restructuring. If it would have been a 5 mark question. If this was question number 1A, you could have started with financial restructuring and all those things. But this is a 3 mark question, which means you have 4.5 minutes to answer this question. In 4.5 minutes, you need to answer this question. So in 4.5 minutes, what are you going to write? If you start writing from financial restructuring, your one paragraph would be for financial restructuring and all those things. And then you're going to hit the uh, what the question is, the focus of the question. So that would go down. So what you're going to write in this? So I'll tell you, your first point would be, you would write here that correct overcapitalization is needed to maintain the robust financial health of the enterprise. Otherwise, it results in the poor financial performance of the company. Got it? You have to agree with this statement. You tell them whether you agree. You cannot ignore this. You cannot ignore this point and straight away say that, okay, my answer is identify the symptoms of over and under capitalization. You cannot do that. Your first point would be give respect to this statement and write whether you agree to this statement or not. And if you agree, then why? So you would say yes. Then you're going to just copy this line and then you will say that else it would result in, else it will result in poor financial performance of the company. Poor financial performance of the company. Okay. Guys, do you agree? Why we
Yes,
have to
sir.
write it
Yes,
this
sir.
way? And then in second point, you would write what is overcapitalization. So in case of overcapitalization, then you will write those 2 points, what we have already discussed. The assets, there are fictitious assets. Okay. There are fictitious assets and losses in the balance sheet. And second part, you're going to write the company has ideal funds. The company has too much ideal funds, right? And why this is happening? Because the company has funds or the capital employed is way too much as compared to the investment opportunity. Then in your third point, you are going to explain what is a undercapitalized company. So in case of undercapitalized company, either the company has too much debt in its capital structure or in the balance sheet, or the company has lesser funding, okay, or the company is funded less as compared to its investment opportunity, as compared to its investment opportunity. Make sense? Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this, we have also covered December 2017 attempt paper. Okay, we have another question of December 2017. Now write the salient features of restructuring that differs with demerger. Restructuring I said. The salient features of reconstruction that differs with demerger. Now, is it a distinguish between? Is it a
Yes,
distinguish
sir.
between? Technically, no.
Yes, sir.
No, technically, no. Technically, so you are not going to write this answer this way. Restructuring and demerger. You are not going to write it this way in T shape.
Sir, we
What?
have to just write down that the points which are different from the demerger and reconstruction. Both are different.
Both are different. So you would say that, so start explaining what is reconstruction. Again, take into consideration, this is a 3 mark question. Okay. So you would say reconstruction can take place. Okay. Reconstruction can take place by How many means? What are the different types of reconstruction that we have? What is the types of reconstruction that we have?
4.
Four.
4.
Are we talking about restructuring or are we talking about reconstruction?
So we have 8.
So you tell, so it is your reconstruction can take place by way of, you can say the financial reconstruction of the balance sheet. Okay, right? Yes or no? Financial reconstruction or your market reconstruction, correct? Then you can also say the reconstruction can also take place by way of
Organizational restructuring.
organizational reconstruction, mergers. It can also take place by way.
Technological restructuring.
Yeah, so those four you can write, but apart from that, you can also write. So basically, reconstruction can take place in many forms. But when you talk about demerger, what is demerger? In case of demerger, you segregate the operations of the company, correct? You segregate the operations of the company
From
into.
the original company.
Huh. No, is there any word as such as original company? Is there any word such as original company?
Yes, sir. I have written.
No, there is no term as such called as original company. Every company is original. Only companies like Adidas is original and Abibas is duplicate.
सर यहाँ पे लिखा था ना, इसके लिए मैंने ऐसे बोला कि it which operates independently from its original company.
So don't write original company. That's what I'm saying. अगर मॉड्यूल में भी लिखा है तो मैं आपको बोलता हूँ don't write original company. Because you
Okay.
see, original company का मतलब क्या होता है? If you're saying one is the original company, then that means the other company is
Done.
duplicate or the dummy company.
Sorry.
Are you understanding? So आप यहाँ
Yeah.
पे क्या लिखो? You can better. So instead of writing the original company, the better word would be if you can write demerged company,
Okay.
or you can say parent company, because demerger के अंदर parent company से भी demerge होता है. So you can write
Yeah.
the companies. So that's what I'm trying to explain here. That demerger, it is the segregation of the operations of the company into two or more companies by the demerged company or by the parent company. Make sense?
Yes.
Right. So how it is different? How it is different? It is different because in case of reconstruction, it is a broader term as compared to demerger. Okay. So you would say reconstruction is a broader term as compared to vis-a-vis demerger. And in fact, demerger is also one of the type of reconstruction. Yes or no?
Yes.
And the demerger is one of the type of reconstruction. Make sense? Does this
Okay.
make sense?
Yes.
Right? So this is there. Then this was again a 3-mark
Yes.
question. After this, I think we will have June 2018. So June 2018 attempt, we will start from tomorrow. I hope you must have got bit idea about how you have to write the answer, correct? The approach. So do go through the questions that we have already covered. If you want to write these answers, do write these answers and you can share the answer with me in the PDF format. I'll check and I will send it back to you. Okay. So try to formally write the answers, whatever we have discussed here in the bullet points. The PDF of this PPT will be there in the folder. So you can check the folder, go through this PDF and try to write the answer, and you can show it to me that, sir, this is what we discussed and I've written it in this way. So is it fine or not? And also check the timings. What time do you take to write the answer? Okay. So this will
Yeah.
definitely help you. And I'll tell you, this practice will definitely flourish, and you'll get benefit of this practice when you will give your main exam, because during that time you will be in a position to develop the approach. So all those students who come to my CRA crash course just 1 month or 2 months before the exam, who don't have enough time to write all the answers, I tell them, just try to write the bullet points of each question, that what you are going to write in this question, and show it to me. Once you do that, this means you're, more than 50% of the work is done. So the ordinary resolution is passed the moment you write these bullet points. Then the special resolution would be passed when you uh, completely write the answers. And when you clear your exam, that's the unanimous resolution which is passed. Okay. So that's it for your today's lecture then, right? I hope this will benefit you all.
Sir,
And yes,
had you share the link of this PDF?
yes, that's there
Sorry.
in the group. Okay. So send me your email ID. I will share the link with you all. Okay.
Okay.
I think Mansi and all already have the link, right? Madhuri, Madhuri, even you have the link to the previous folder, correct?
Yes, sir, I am also having.
Okay, so just share me your email ID. No, you will be having the link for the previous, the December attempt folder. This is the new attempt, so that's the new folder. So do share me your email ID on WhatsApp. I
Okay.
will get you the access to this folder. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right then. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.
Sir, thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you, sir. Good
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.